Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Offense in a split backfield. With the catch, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Levin. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Off the play fake. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the stick.
He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making the big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside. It's Berry. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Iowa! And they turn it into a defensive score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to pass, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Now on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Berry. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. Finds a man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with those routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watkins. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, it's Berry. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's James. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll go right back to the run. Maybe a crease. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's a give to Malton. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job, bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the 1st down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like, 4th down and goal, and I gotta reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was gonna get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
Sweet cut there. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat, and down he goes.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
A high kick trying to pen them deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man, getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a third and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Phillips. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Yates. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Wide receiver going in motion. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Iowa spends his second time out here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running the red zone, it's Yates. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs and help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Makes the grab. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all away. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Off play action on 1st down. Turns it loose. He's got it way down the field. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Handoff for Malton. He breaks a tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. With the catch, it's Brown.
great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. The give to Caden Durham. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the ground with the counter. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
On the run, it's Phillips. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to Caden Durham. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. There's a crease. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a give to Malton. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback keeper. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third and short, the power run here. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Trying to run, it's Yates. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. To the air, it's Glevin. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Running inside, it's Phillips. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go with Malton. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two